So here it is, all or nothing, that when it was drawn you were supposed to be in charge of.
I was there for the draw of the game, yeah, I was looking forward to it. But it's not to be, and look, the prize ahead of them for a place in, well, Euro2020 now, of course, is just huge. So good luck to them tonight.
And straight away, a slip at the back has opened up possibilities for Callum Robinson to give Slovakia an early shot. Pavel Hapal, the Slovakian coach. Rusnak. Hamšík. Marek Hamšík again. Just tried to roll one through towards Mihalik, and Randolph had to come and claim that. Back by Rashkovsky. Here's Valiant. Wide by Mazan. Mihalik under pressure instantly from Matt Doherty, and that's a free kick for Slovakia.
I think they're complaining there because I think they thought it was a similar sort of thing on Callum Robinson over earlier on in the move. Both teams keeping the ball really well, but not any chances yet as such. The only one incisive pass there was from Hamšík, but didn't reach its target. But nothing else as yet. A lot of good possession play, but no chances.
So Conor Hourihane already in the referee's book. Well won back for Hendrick. And James McLean, the man who did win it back, provides with a cross for David McGoldrick. But there was the tenacity of James McLean to win back possession.
Yes, they're trying to play out there, and it looked like they got control of the ball, and James has nicked it off them and creates the chance there.
Hourihane to James McCarthy. Doherty firing the ball across towards McLean, but it goes beyond him to Hourihane. Now McLean! And it's blocked. Valiant was in the way.
Almost got it. He's talking about scoring big goals. The defenders there, disgraceful. The defender's looking for a free kick. He's only stood up against him, and he's just fallen over.
Pekarik pulls it back. Now Hamšík. Rashkovsky with the attempt, which collides with his own man. And Duda had too many bodies to get through.
Yeah, it's a hard way certainly to get through the heart of the Irish defence there, and they had a chance to cross the ball.
But is the break on here for Slovakia? Rashkovsky looks for the ball across to Duda. It was vital that it was cut out, and it has only held them up. This is Duda with a shot, and Randolph makes his first save of the evening at full stretch.
Well, for Darren to do that, it's a great break actually by Slovakia. It looked like he'd have gone, and then he's gone for that far post, and Darren Randolph as capable and as comfortable and as consistent whenever he's been with. When I was there, he was different class, made the great saves. He's pulled another one out there that's kept it at 0-0. He did the same in Gibraltar, and we ended up winning the game because of it.
Rusnak pulls the corner back. Pekarik with the cross. Oh, a spectacular attempt.
Would be huge, would be immense. So we really need to qualify.
Much needed at a time of such turbulence for the Football Association of Ireland. Just announced their new chief executive, the 5th post holder since the departure of John Delaney. Andy Stevens held back there, and an Ireland free kick. Well, is this the occasion when Conor Hourihane can work his magic? Well, we came back off Marek Hamšík and goes behind for a corner, but that really must have given his fellow Slovakians a real scare.
Well, Rob, that's my point about putting the ball in the box. You put it in, they've got to defend it. You push it in with pace, it could come off anybody, and it almost did.
Hourahan's corner this time. Rodak was struggling to get there as he leaned back with his arm raised. It went into the face of Shane Duffy. Here's the man rolling around on the ground as a result.
I could always see the referee giving a free kick for that. Whether it is or it isn't, they've all come in and piled in on him. And I don't think it is a free kick. There's nobody impeded him.
It's actually being looked at by VAR, who are checking for a penalty, which is why the referee is just awaiting further instruction. Hamšík trying to get it through. No foul there against Mihalik, and it's David McGoldrick with runners ahead of him here. It's Enda Stevens who's got Brown out to his right and looks for him. Alan Brown warms the palms of Marek Rodak as the substitute very nearly made a killer impact.
Yeah, Alan Brown is, he's got a goal on him, that's for sure. But they nicked the ball. It was Matt Doherty that nicked the ball off him, and it again anticipated rolling into the striker. He's nicked it off him and broke from there. Enda Stevens feeding him, and the keeper's made a good save.
Kuchka. Marek Hamšík, a really good searching ball. It's got beyond Doherty, and Ireland have been exposed here, and it's a goal line clearance that saves them. They really were on the rack, and the man who's just come on, Haraslin, very nearly made them pay.
Yeah, but it was another brilliant ball from Hamšík in the first place. A big Shane Duffy got behind his goalkeeper, rely on him 100%. He wants to keep the ball out of his net. That is brilliant defending. I mean, all-round great play, actually, because Hamšík's pass in the first place. Haraslin.
Here's Duffy. Now McGoldrick. And on he goes, David McGoldrick, and he's managed to slip it through to Callum Robinson, who from the angle pulls it back for Brown, and Hourahan. Well, it was on his weaker side, and Conor Hourahan couldn't deliver to this, because there'd be no coming back if Slovakia were to concede now, and Rodak comes and takes all the pressure off, and we are going the distance. It's into... Well, can Alan Brown here get them off to a good start in extra time? Won back well by Robbie Brady. Hourahan moves it on towards David McGoldrick, and he takes the chance to get a shot away, and it needs a diversion from Rodak to put it away from danger.
Well, if that's what Stephen was saying, was to go for it and get at them, and because they have been the better side, certainly this second half, well, they've started well. David McGoldrick's coming into his own. He's dropping into deeper positions and picking it up, and he's a fabulous player when he gets into those positions.
Brady's aim will be to keep the pressure up on the Slovakia goalkeeper from this corner kick, and he didn't look overly convincing there as it's lifted back in towards Brown, and it's another clearance off the line, and the referee has now blown, I think, for a foul by Conor Hourahan, but again Ireland go close, and Alan Brown, the substitute, was the man who did.
Yeah, and it's another ball in the box. Actually, we've seen the foul here from Conor Hourahan. Not much of a foul, I have to be honest. But it was from another corner kick, another restart, and
Stevens. O'Dowda's ball in to Brady. O'Dowda looks to pull it across, and Brown's there, and he struck the post. Ireland inches away from getting the breakthrough they needed.
Well, if we don't win this game, if Ireland don't win this game, it will be a travesty, because they've had the best chances now. Played well.
Mazan's ball forward. It is all going down to who holds their nerve. Marek Hamšík, and trying to unsettle him a little bit with his movement, which is being watched by the eagle-eyed referee. Hamšík is not distracted and finds the perfect spot in the corner.
No, and Darren Randolph has guessed the right way, or knew, or he might have researched all his penalties. You know what? He looked closer, didn't he, when he first did it? But it was a great penalty from Hamsich. And I heard Phil saying that, I hope he misses it. Well, I'd hope we win through penalties. But he'd been so spot on with everything he's done, Hamsich tonight. His passing, his long, his short, and I wouldn't expect him to miss from the penalty spot.
Well, it is imperative for the Republic of Ireland that, with Slovakia having got off to a scoring start, Conor Hourihane here responds in kind. They watch and wait nervously. Hourihane goes down the middle and gets it beyond the goalkeeper's feet to equalise.
I look like a pressure penalty from Conor, because he's said before, he's a great left foot, but wow, straight down the middle. I thought he'd actually caught it with his feet. I thought he'd saved it at one spot, one moment. Yeah, Stephen's face, the cheeks. It's in the net, doesn't matter how.
Yes, it was a puff of the cheeks of relief. It's Patrick Ryszowski to try and restore Slovakia's advantage. And he does. Hit hard and high.
Emphatically. Yeah, he just stepped up this, and, well, he's side-footed it actually, but he's put really good power behind it and right in the roof of the net down the middle. Pressure on again.
Say again, sorry?
Pressure on again.
Absolutely. Well, Robbie Brady has already scored a winning penalty in a shootout this season for Burnley in the League Cup against Sheffield United. He's taking part earlier in this one, with the need to get Ireland level again. Brady scores. 2-2.
Yeah, confident penalty. I have to say, if I was on the sidelines, I'd be confident with him stepping up with his ability in that left foot. Terrific penalty.
Well, Robbie Brady is certainly one that you can trust from the spot, and he's come up with the goods. Now, this man Lucas Haraslin certainly made a difference for Slovakia when he came on with his runs in from the left, looking to make it 5 scored penalties out of 5. Oh, and it's just evaded Darren Randolph to keep Slovakia noses in front.
Yeah, I think when the penalties are being taken, Darren's gone the right way again, and he's close, but not quite close enough. And I just wonder, when you're taking the penalties, it obviously gets harder and harder, because you know there's no more backup, and the tense the penalty takers get, and it gets a bit closer to the goalkeeper.
Well, Alan Brown must have been wondering how he didn't score in normal time after he came on from the bench. He has to score this. He just has to. Oh, and he hasn't. That just about sums up how the game itself went for Alan Brown, as he's denied, and Ireland blink first.
Well, I'm so disappointed with Brownlee, because he was brilliant when he came on. It's just at a nice height for him. Look, it's one of those. He's really hit it hard and firm, and the keeper's just guessed it right. Good goalkeeping. Desperately sad for Brownie and the lads.
Well, they won't quite be home and dry, but they'll have a great advantage if they can strike with this one. And what about that for cheek from Jan Greguš? Great when it works.
Wow, I thought Darren had read it there, and I thought he'd just managed to get a touch of it. It looks fabulous when it works, yes, but let me tell you, you want to kill him if it doesn't. It would drive you insane.
Well, 4 penalties, and this one has to go in. Matt Doherty cannot miss this, or Ireland are out. Tottenham against Fulham in the penalty shootout. Doherty has to score. Oh, and he's denied! the cruelest fashion for the Republic of Ireland. Slovakia crowd round to congratulate their goalkeeper, but a long qualifying campaign for the Republic that began on the rock of Gibraltar hits the rocks in Slovakia.